Hello, my name's Julie Williams. I'm a registered migration agent with Migration Downunder, and I'm here today to talk to you about the Western Australian state nomination. Western Australia is open for business, and it's a really great opportunity because Western Australia has virtually remained unscathed throughout the pandemic. The only thing is, state nomination for Western Australia, like many other states and territories, is only open for those residing here in Australia. And that's good news for a lot of people elsewhere in Australia because unlike other states, the requirement is that you're having to be living in that particular state. But the requirement for Western Australia is residing anywhere in Australia. You do need to show that you've got a genuine desire to relocate and move to Western Australia. And more often than not, you do need a job offer from a Western Australian organisation. So there's a couple of different streams. There is the general stream, and then there's the graduate stream for both the 190 and the 491. Now, you may have the meet the pass marks, but just because you meet the pass marks, you're not necessarily going to be invited to apply for the state nomination. They're looking for the brightest, the best and brightest, and they're looking for, therefore, the higher points that you've got, then the more likely it is that you're going to get invited. So they've got an occupation ceiling as well. So even though you may have the required pass mark of 65, unless you're going to get probably about 85 or higher, you may not get an invitation. And then again, they are just going for the highest points first, and then when the ceilings are met for those different occupations, that will close for the financial year. Now, with the general stream, the requirement is that you're, as I mentioned, residing in Australia. You have to meet the English language requirement. You have to meet the requirements of the Department of Home Affairs for the subclass 190-491. And you also need to show that you've got the relevant work experience in your nominated occupation. So if your work experience is in Australia, you need to show that you've got a minimum of 12 months work experience in Australia within the last 10 years. If your work experience is from overseas, you need to show that you've got a minimum of 3 years overseas experience in the last 10 years. You also need to show that you've got an offer of employment for a minimum 12-month contract with a Western Australian-based organisation. With the graduate stream, it's slightly different. The graduate stream is for those that have residing in Australia, but also have studied in Western Australia. So as long as you've studied a certificate or completed a Certificate 3 or higher and met the 2-year study requirement in Western Australia, you could be considered for the graduate stream. You do need to show that you've got either work experience in your nominated occupation of a minimum of 6 months, or you have a job offer of an employment contract for at least 6 months. So there's a couple of opportunities there for you for graduates as well as the general stream for Western Australia. If you require any further information or assistance with the application, we'll be only too happy to assist you if you want to utilise our services with the lodgement. Otherwise, continue to subscribe if you don't already do so on our social media, and we'll continue to keep you updated. And please look out on our website as we do keep the occupation ceilings updated at all times.